Welcome back, guys. This is my second video for today, and it's raining outside pretty hard, so you guys might hear it in the background. I apologize for that inconvenience. I mean, I couldn't wait to do this video. So, what I want to talk about right now is, should you be mad that Kaguya Ootsunuki used Madara to achieve getting her power and all of that stuff? In my opinion, I say no because due to the fact that if it wasn't for Kaguya Ootsunuki, and it was very, very highly hinted, and I'll get to that later, but if it wasn't for Kaguya Ootsunuki, then none of the shit that Madara is doing right now would even be doable, especially with the fact that Madara wouldn't have known anything about the Shinju. He wouldn't have known anything about the Ten Tails, like, unless somehow they knew. Maybe there was a legend or something like that. So, yeah, he would probably know about the Ten Tails. But I'm pretty sure he wouldn't know about Kaguya Tsunuki or nothing like that. Because the way how the Sage of Six Paths said was put out to be before the war arc was that the Sage of Six Paths was actually a being that nobody actually knew anything about except for like the legendary sages like the Snake Sage and the Toad Sage, the prophet tellers and things like that. They only knew about Hagoromo, and they thought Hagoromo was actually like this person that actually just came out of nowhere, like on some religious type stuff to where um the higher God sends their child or something like that to Earth on something like that. That's how the Hagoromo was first stated to be. Until now, until we found out that he was actually born through his mom, and whatever events happened brought them to him and his brother to facing the Ten Tails. So, but today we're gonna be talking about, of course, is Kaguya like? Is it bad that Kaguya took Madara's power? Um, in my opinion, no. And the reason why I say that is because it was hinted that Kaguya was the reason why Madara knew all the things he knew. Why did he know, like, okay, so the Shinju is the ultimate form of the Ten Tails. As far as Madara should have known, the Ten Tails should have just been the Ten Tails. There shouldn't have been a God tree. But with the Uchiha Stone Tablet, which probably was written by Indra and written down by his predecessors and things like his Uchiha predecessors, maybe they kept continuing to write down on the tablet, and that's why other people wasn't able to understand. Like, other people wasn't able to understand it, and they probably scripted it into where like it's. I think it's I forgot the actual, like, to where on some Percy Jackson type shit. You have to be a half blood or have some type of connection to the gods and nature to actually be able to see stuff that the gods and stuff can see, like words. The words move around and they say different things in Greek than they would say in English, like that type of stuff. If you actually read Percy or watched Percy Jackson and the Olympians before, then you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, with that type of events, we know she was hinted, and we knew she was actually the strongest ninja, so we knew about that. Okay, now moving into the second part about my why you shouldn't be angry about her taking Madara's power is that without Kaguya Tsunuki was said to be the strongest ninja of all time. And we also seen her coming through the tree when she told Madara to absorb the tree. Now, if she told Madara to absorb the tree, that means two things. One, he made a connection with Kaguya. Two, he actually put her plan into motion, which was putting the infinite Tsukiyomi up in the sky again. Now, with that, like, when you think about it, he's actually fulfilling the plan that she had all them years ago. Now, all them years ago, she had to have been stopped to actually be coming back now, meaning that maybe my theory in my 678 review was right that Hagoromo and his brother actually took down Kaguya. And that's why I'm saying that, if the gourd is actually open, the sage tools are open, and we have somebody like Naruto or Sasuke with Ashura and Indra's energy to their to the sage's brother, like a connection like that. Maybe the brother will actually wind up coming out of the gourd, and he might give them a power up, or having the items themselves might give them a power up. Something like that is gonna happen because the whole thing about the brother being missing, that stuff actually makes sense when you think about it. If I am right, that is a setup that the brother will be on his way back out into the battlefield or onto the battlefield, and maybe Hagoromo would appear too. I know Forever had made that theory that maybe Hagoromo will come back, and I agree with that as well. Maybe like it's gonna be Ashura and Indra, Naruto and Sasuke, I should say, Hagoromo and his brother versus Kaguya Ootsunuki, because this is the same plan making its way in motion again. If you don't realize it, what's happening is right now is that it's gonna be Ashura and Indra, the brothers and stuff, fighting against Kaguya Ootsunuki. Um, the thing that their uncle and their father had to do before, which is gonna make a lot of sense when we actually progress. So don't be mad yet that Kaguya had took Madara's energy, because you don't really know what's going on. Maybe she's not even taking his energy. Maybe she's just like taking just enough to come back onto the battlefield. Like, you never know what's happening. Like how I said, maybe Black Zetsu is gonna actually become Kaguya. Like, he's gonna separate from Obito and he's gonna move on to Kaguya. And a lot of people are trying to say that it was planned the whole time. And while Hagoromo, he was able to plan the events like this far ahead, we still can't say like that's how far they actually are gonna go. I mean, she actually knew these things. I don't know why I just said that's how far they're actually gonna go, but she actually knew these things. I mean, Kaguya is like over her son in power, anyways. So she probably didn't die, like how I said. She probably sat in the Shinju, or she probably merged with the Shinju, and like she's probably actually the Shinju itself. Like when she come back, I'm expecting Kaguya to probably have like some type of tree roots on her body. Like her hair and stuff won't be tree roots, but there probably actually will be like not twigs, but on some vines or some stuff like that, and she might actually have like branches and stuff growing out of her or something like that. It's actually like this. It's like I can't believe this is causing a problem already. It just goes to show how like hurt people get over like Naruto and stuff, when you can tell when people haven't really been actually paying attention in Naruto. Because if Kaguya Ootsunuki was hinted over and over and over again since Madara first got a hold of the Ten Tails, and I'm not talking about when he became the Jinchuriki, I'm talking about back when Obito was pre-Obito absorption of the Ten Tails. So no, you can't honestly be mad about that yet, because we don't know what's going on. Just because you saw Madara get like covered in black veins of chakra veins or whatever it was that was covering him up through Black Zetsu, or maybe Black Zetsu was probably taking over his body, you can't honestly say that this is bullshit. Like, and if Black Zetsu, like, you don't think he trusts Black Zetsu? He even said it himself. You are my will, so how are you working against me? And he said, I am the will of Kaguya Ootsunuki. Meaning that all this time he just didn't know, and maybe like Forever said once again, that he thought he made Black Zetsu. What if Black Zetsu was actually made by Kaguya Ootsunuki? Because we don't even know the whole Zetsu creation process like that. Like, how did he go about making the first ever Zetsus? We know they was made from somewhere in the Ten Tails, but the Ten Tails is like taken out of the the Shinju, and like the nature energy and stuff. That's how they were made. But the Ten Tails in the Shinju was actually a part of Kaguya. When we found out that when Madara absorbed the tree, we found out that Kaguya was inside the Shinju. Maybe this was her way of putting out like a piece of herself, since she probably couldn't come back into existence at that point in time. She probably needed the plan to move on and get to where it is now, the second phase of the Infinite Tsukiyomi, to actually come back out. Because maybe something happened at that point in time, and we don't actually know. So you can't truly get mad about it right now. I know a lot of people are probably still gonna stay mad, and I probably did this video for like nothing, and a lot of people are gonna be in the comments talking about this is an unneeded video. But this video was, like, in my opinion, this video was needed, because I know a lot of people are gonna take this out of control and make it this whole big ass thing until we get the next chapter, and then we find out nothing has even happened to Madara. She just needed a way of bringing her body back into existence and like coming out of the Shinju, because if the Shinju is inside of Madara and she was inside the Shinju, maybe all Zetsu is doing is pulling Kaguya out of the Shinju, and then they'll probably be working together. You never know what's actually gonna happen, guys, with these stories, especially manga. Like, some of your favorite mangas will actually take a turn for the better or for the worse, and we just have to go ahead and enjoy the ride, because especially with shows like Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, it's over like 500 chapters. Turning around now and hightailing out is actually like a waste of your time, and it was a waste of your life. Like, because I'm actually enjoying Naruto right now. I think it's some beast ass shit that Kaguya is about to make her way onto this battlefield. Even though she had to go through Madara to do so, a character that has been part of Shippuden since the beginning of Shippuden, like the Nine Tails stated, Sasuke looked like Madara. Like, he reminded him of Madara, and he said he don't know who that person was, even though he was boosted up to that high ass level to where he seemed like he was the final villain, that doesn't automatically make him the final villain just because he came into the story and did as much shit as he did. But thank you guys for tuning in to this video. My name is Amazia, and this is Amazia TV. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out my Naruto 678 review. I will be leaving a link in the annotation in the video. It's probably going to be at the bottom. But thank you guys once again. I'm enjoying making these videos for you guys, even though I've only made 2 so far. It's truly is a blessing, and if you guys can hear the rain in the background, then I apologize for that. But you know, I had to make this video, and it couldn't wait, in my opinion. So once again, thank you guys. Peace out.